Hello, I'm Pete and welcome back to Sable. In the previous episode we managed to climb up here to the Cartographer's balloon above the wash, and the light has improved. We can see a little bit better. Today I'm actually sharing a chair with my cat. She's got the back half of the chair and I'm on the front. I mean, really, she's kind of got most of it and I'm just sat on the very front edge. Let's see how far through we manage to get before she decides that this isn't for her and wants to be let out. So I think we have set a waypoint over to that little observatory looking thing over there. That's good, we won't lose track of that. So since we're here, let's see what's around here. Obviously we'll be able to buy the map of the area from the cartographer, but this big boxy thing looks interesting too. Yeah, there's something in there. There was never not going to be something in here. One chum egg for me. And yeah, if you hear any kind of rumbling sounds in the background, it's not drilling, it's my cat. And yeah, some coins in here as well, 20 of the cuts. I'm wondering whether it's worth trying to get on top of this thing as well, in case there's additional chummage up there. It's worth a customary look. Cursory look, rather, is the phrase I'm looking for. No, that's not climbable. Okay, cartographer, what's your name? What's your game? My presence surprises the cartographer, which in turn surprises me. Why would the cartographer be surprised? I've been here, right in front of them, derping around for the last 3 minutes. Whoa, where'd you come from? You shouldn't sneak up on people like that. It's not worth explaining. I clearly came from below. Can I buy a map? Here's what I have. We don't need to buy any more cartographer's badges. We do want a map of the wash. Thank you. Our selling situation, do we have some surpluses? We've got a few of these chalk butterflies. I'm willing to part with 3 of those. And 1 of those. As always, I'm trying to keep 3 of everything in reserve, just in case they're needed for a quest. Beautiful. And we could probably ask about some other stuff. What can I find in this region? I ask what I can find in this region, and they seem thrilled to be discussing this with me. The petrified forest is wonderful. If you venture inside, you might see some of the giant geodesic stones, and who knows what fun creatures you might find lurking nearby. Then Marrow Bone Station is tucked safely beneath the bones of an ancient giant. Yeah, I've been there. They say that last bit with some added flair. I appreciate their theatricality. Oh, and if you've never seen The Watch, well, let me just say there are few engineering feats quite as resonant. And finally, Perausta, the great worm. Most people will tell you it's just some ancient monument, sort of tribute to something. But I think it may have been alive once. Glider. Alright, bye. Cheers. Thanks. Choodle Pipsky. So from up here, what am I thinking? What's that? That's very intriguing looking. I'm going to pop a waypoint just on top of that. That plateau looks interesting too, but I want to see what that blue marker corresponds to. Yeah, there's something over there, and there's something over here too. Let's pop a marker on that. That looks like another one of them crashed ships. Okay, let's scan around, see if there's... I mean, that looks like a thing. Let's pop a marker on that. That's Marrow Bone Station, we've been there. And I think up here is probably the beetle nest that we were told to go towards. And we've got a marker there for a quest too. Yeah, I feel like we've got a nice little to-do list going on here now. That's very pleasing. Right, well, my first thought is, if we've decided that we're happy with what's happened up here, then let's head back to Marrow Bone Station and hand in a quest. The number of people here has increased quite significantly. Eliisabet is the person we wanted to hand in the quest to. Remember in the previous episode we were cracking open some of those little fruit. Amazing! Eliisabet is wrapped in wonder. Butterflies, who knew? If you'd given me 1,000 chances, I never have guessed. I love butterflies, don't you? They flit across the world along their own little paths, dancing alone on the wind, but they seem so pleased whenever they meet up. Like us, I think. A bit like us, I think. She looks out at the horizon again. Thank you, you're a wonder. And please take this, another badge for the Nimoor picking, butterfly wrangling young glider who's been so helpful. I take the badge and put it away. I always thought guards were stern and stoic, but Eliisabet is bright, joyful. It is powerful. Next on my list, I've got Hakoa. Decided it was worth making the trip. Wish me luck, and I'll wish our paths to cross again. I have a feeling they will. Alright, that quest is completed. So there were some butterflies involved there, wasn't it? Which ones were it? Was it the shaded leaf that we found in there? Can't remember, lost track. In quest department, we now have enough guards badges to go and get the guards mask. Not going to do that right away. And Eliisabet did say she's going to be heading back to Hakoa, which makes me wonder if maybe I went to Seven Sisters Station, I could go and talk to her there. It's tempting. It's tempting to go over there and... the thing is, I don't have a quest for that, do I? Or do I? I don't. So if I don't go now, I might forget about it. Let's go to Seven Sisters Station, and I suspect we're going to meet Eliisabet there immediately. Yep, there she is. Well, look who it is. What are the chances? You look well, friend. Friend? I affect a casual air, and she cannot see me grin as I ask how she's found herself here. Well, I planned to go into Hakoa properly, but as much as I have faith in these old bones to hold me, I didn't fancy roaming in the wastes for too long. Shame, though. I was hoping to grab a few glowing mushrooms. If you can get past the sulphurous pools, they make for quite a snack. I tell her I had never known them to be edible. I'd seen some among Driss's supplies once, and he had told me they were poisonous and never to touch them. I've got 3 of them in my inventory right now. I picked them up when I was getting the funny little beetles. Oh, they're very much edible. Found that out one very entertaining evening in Ecria. Let's just say there's a case to be made that this is my 3rd gliding, if I count the night I had as my 2nd. She laughs at the memories, and I cheekily re-evaluate several things about Driss. You've done enough for me, of course, but if you do happen upon any of those fungi-luminescent little fellows, I'd love a few. They tend to grow in a cave at the sulphur pools, far south of here. Quest started, luminescent adolescent. Collect 5. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? That's annoying, cause I kept 3 in reserve and sold the surplus. Oh, so close. Right, where was it? Was it, it was this one here, the glowworm cave. Let's go and pick a few more of those. So yeah, we need to go behind the waterfall. And then once we're in there, we can probably also maybe harvest some more of those glowworms. They're worth quite a lot of money. And I do like money. So yeah, let's pick up one of these rocks. And yeah, let's harvest all the glowworms and all the mushrooms. And again, I'm just gonna go crazy with the acquisitiveness. I won't make you watch it all, but I'm gonna come out of this with quite a lot of each of these things. I'll show you the summary. Okay, I think not only have I gathered enough, I've maybe slightly overdone it. What have I got here? I've picked up 22 glowing mushrooms in total and 41 Hakoan glowworms. It didn't take that long, really, but once I start, I find it hard to stop. Let's fly on back to Seven Sisters Station and give Eliisabet the good news. When I return, Eliisabet is sharpening a knife with a carved hilt and humming a tune that seems at once new and familiar. The sound of her voice is calming then, but booms are welcome. She returns! Triumphant, I bet. I confirm as much with a handful of mushrooms, and she raises them to her face to smell. As she inhales, I look at the worn edges of her mask. The sun-bleached brow, the wear and tear of age, the scuffs befitting a veteran guard. I remember that before all this she has seen combat, danger, adventure. There is a deep and crooked line along the cheek where she must have put it back together after a break, and I wonder at what or who did the damage. I bet they thought they had won, that she was beaten, until they saw Eliisabet's grin laid bare, bloody and perilous. She tucks the mushrooms away and draws out a 3rd badge. One more token of my friendship, and a little boost too, should you ever decide to become a guard, like me. I think I might like that. Oh, really? Well, how interesting. You haven't mentioned that all this time. For what it's worth, I think you'd be good at it. You've a keen eye, a helpful demeanour, and enough patience to listen to this old bird squawk away for ages. The rest you can learn, and I'd be happy to teach you. I thank her and tell her that I will think on it. Don't think too hard. I know it feels like whatever you choose is yours forever, but it is one of many choices you're going to make, and not even the biggest. This gliding you're on, it's only your first. There's plenty more life to live. I ask where she is headed next. She laughs. Into these mushrooms first, and then, who knows, wherever I am moved to go, but I'm sure I'll see you there. I bow to Eliisabet and say goodbye for now. That's a quest completed, and I think I have quite a lot of those badges now. Yeah, I've got 4 guard badges. More than enough. Okay, I want to find someone to sell all of these mushrooms and glowworms to. Maybe this person here. Innkeeper Affy. Can we trade? No, can't trade with Innkeeper. Oh, is this another mask caster house? Looks like it. I mean, I do have a quest for handing in. I can get the guard's mask. Let's do that. As always, I won't make you sit through the entire cutscene because it's quite a long one. And this is what the guard mask looks like now that we're wearing it. Pretty much what we expected to see. Lovely, let's depart. So yeah, I need to find someone to get some money off of. I wonder if the machinist is the only person we can trade with here. Pick up the little crystal butterfly. And let's see how much money this machinist has for us to clear on out. Okay, so the only thing they've got for sale is the lightning crystal fronty thing. They have 400. So I'm thinking I should maybe... Well, we might as well sell all 13 of these. And then these are worth 10 each, so we can sell one of those. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep back 5 of everything, I guess, instead of just 3. Right. I'm gonna do a little bit of a tour of the merchants to try and accumulate some dosh. The Crystal Plateau, I think there's a merchant there. Okay, this person's still got the Hakoan glowworms I sold him before and no money. I think maybe merchant inventories in this game perhaps don't respawn. So I'm not really going to be able to accumulate lots of cuts in my inventory, but I probably never need to pay for anything ever again. Which is basically the same thing. Okay, I think it's time we pick up one of the quests in the wash. This yellow marker here is quite close to the Cartographer's balloon. Let's find out if there's also a quest nearby. Okay, yeah, so it looks like the quest An Eye to the Sky also takes us towards this location here. That's useful. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast travel back to the Cartographer's balloon, and then we will head towards this location and take in this yellow marker that I've set on the way. Oh, also I'm seeing that thing over there for the first time. Oh, that is the yellow marker. Okay, so that's the Hicaric ring place. Okay, so there's going to be one of them little speedy race things over there. In fact, I can see them now. I can see the rings just there. That's where I should be going, not there. Can I take the yellow one off my map? Because that's a red herring. I mean, it's a yellow herring. Right, so I wonder where Simoon is. Because I'm going to need Simoon. According to the map, she's just down there. So let's float on down that way. Is that her in her boaty form? Sure is. I think I might have done the whole boaty thing. I think it might be time maybe to consider swapping this out for a new format. Oh, I just noticed there was also a little butterfly to pick up over here. The wash is quite resplendent with butterfly options, which is nice. Okay, so let's take this heap of junk over towards where those rings were. I can see the first one already. Lovely. And this is the bit where we're going to find out if there is a timer to get through these rings, because if there is a timer, I don't think this slow piece of junk is going to be able to make it in time. I mean, it's been fun. Don't get me wrong, it's been fun driving the boat. But in terms of practicality, it's lacking. I feel like the next ring is going to be to the right, maybe? Slightly, okay. And there's always been a fourth one before, so swing to the right. There it is. And we'll see if the cutscene triggers. The cutscene is triggered. suppose I could have left that little yellow marker to help me navigate towards this thing, but it's just over there. Back behind me a bit, I think. Yeah, just over there. I can see it on the horizon. I think I should perhaps head back to Ecria at some point. I think that there were lots of merchants there selling all sorts of interesting things, and I didn't buy them at the time because my financial situation wasn't quite as stable as it is now. But now I can just go there with all of my mushrooms and my glowworms and just buy anything I want. I can go in there and be very much Miss Fancy Pants. Alright, one more Hicaric ring artifact. That takes me up to 4 in total, I believe. And I think that the total we're going to be aiming for is 6. And if my belief is correct, let's check the map. This area up here is the one area we don't yet know anything about. There's going to be one of those little sequence of ring gates there. And also, when we were at the whale, I did notice it out here. So somewhere smack bang in the middle of here, there's another one of these sequences of 4 ring gates. And that will then get me the final Hicaric ring artifact. But right now, we're in the wash. Let's head towards the observatory. Which was over here. Lovely. And it feels like the front door is over here. So let's head that way. Alright, this feels like the right place to park up. Let's get a good look at this. Wow, this is nice. This is something pretty special. Okay, is there any good loot parked out front here? Someone just like left a chum egg in a box for me? No, I wasn't expecting to. I think that it's very likely that I might want to... Oh, batteries have run out on the controller. Give me a second. Okay, we're back. And for those of you who are wondering about the cat situation, the cat is still sat on the back half of the chair. She is displaying much more tolerance than I was expecting. I feel like I'm probably going to want to explore the top of this building at some point. That feels like where the chum eggs are going to be. But for now, let's just stick to the inside. Let's do what we've been told to do. Let's pick up the butterflies. Let's check around for any other loot. And let's creep our way through here. Okay, what have we here? Mostly empty room. Which then heads down. Alright. Pick up one more chalk butterfly. Let's remind ourselves what we're doing here, shall we? In the quest log, I need to use the old equipment in the watch to take a reading. That's the wrong button. Okay, let's head up these stairs. This feels like it might be the old equipment, or at least related to it in some way. Well, this is a sizable room, and that looks very boaty. This feels like this might be a bit of a mega jumpy puzzle thing, because it's a tall room. Let's have a little look around. Let's get the size of this place. And as always, let's get as high as we can, because once you're high up, you've got a lot of options to float down to. Oh, I'm seeing something over there that looks like a bit of a destination. In fact, I think it's one of these little gatey things. Okay. I think that over there is another one of these. And there's another one there. And none of them seem to be quite as interactable as I was hoping for. I'm as high as I'm going to get, really. But we don't have anything that looks like a control panel. Let's try heading to the back of the room. Looks like there might be some control-y panels over here. This thing here, can I do anything with these? I mean, we got the face. I feel like there's some alignment required here, you know? Let's have a check up this staircase, see if there's any clues. There's a stray butterfly. Come on, little stray butterfly, I'll sort you out. Got the azure dye, which is pretty cool. Okay, we are now as high as we can get. Okay, alright. A button. Is this interactable? Oh, things are happening. I think the roof's opened. A flash of light shines off something behind my eye and a piece of knowledge forms in my mind. The sun's stone manifests when the machinery is in place. When the sun casts shadows, provide the stone the answer it seeks. Okay, so maybe we need to wait until daytime before this will do anything. Okay, well, that's probably a good place to end this episode, if waiting until daytime is what we need to do. Hope you join me for the next episode of Sable. Bye-bye.